When you make your audience wait 5 seasons before showing off one of the most hyped up fusions in the entire series at large, it better have been worth it, and boy golly was it. In the final episode of the initial series, Change Your Mind, after 160 episodes, we are finally shown the butt-kicking mother of all fusions, Obsidian. First and foremost, let's get some ground with this fusion. As for her height, we can scale her to Lapis, and find that she stands a whopping 39.5 meters tall, making her the same height as 6.5 giraffes. By scaling her to other gems, who have an average weight of about 200 pounds, we find that Obsidian weighs in at a colossal 2,747,820 pounds, or 1,249,010 kilograms. With these factors in mind, we can move forward the proper scale on the surroundings, which also allows us to answer the question, how strong is Obsidian? Mere moments after being brought to life, Obsidian leaps off the ground and soars headfirst into the leg of the mighty diamond mech. Using the aspects of a 30-60-90 triangle and using Obsidian for scale, we find that the distance she covered was 212 meters, or about 696 feet. Using frame-by-frame analysis, we find she covered said distance in 1.53 seconds, giving us a velocity of 315 meters per second. Assuming that Obsidian accelerates to this speed in 12 frames, we find an acceleration rate of 350 meters per second squared. By then applying the acceleration to Obsidian's mass in the infamous Fma equation, we find that she must have produced over 437,150,200 newtons of force. In attempts to battle the diamond mech, Obsidian smashes into the mech and knocks it back. Scaling to Obsidian, the diamond mech should stand around 305.2 meters tall. Comparing its size to that of modern military mechs, and accounting for the fact that the mech is likely to be made of materials far stronger than our earthly metals, the diamond mech should weigh in at 21,800,000,000 pounds. That's over 208 times heavier than the infamous Titanic. Accounting for the distance that the mech was pushed and using more frame-by-frame analysis, we find that the mech was pushed at 11.8125 meters per second, and furthermore was accelerated at 132.9 meters per second squared. Putting these numbers back into the force equation, we can find that Obsidian must have produced 1,316,825,284,000 newtons of force. For comparison, the Saturn V rocket blasts off with a force of 27 million newtons. This would make Obsidian 48,771 times more powerful than the Saturn V rocket. Speaking of which, during the events of Steven Universe the movie, a deep-powered Steven is shown lifting the massive injector out of its crater. In my analysis of this feat, we compared the injector to the aforementioned Saturn V, which in and of itself weighs about 6,540,000 pounds. Average bodybuilders can lift twice their body weight, and for Steven, if we are to use his weight from the Steven Universe Future series, this would make him able to lift at least 45,105 times his body weight. Seeing as fusion makes gems stronger, I believe it is very fair to apply this multiplier to Obsidian. With this in mind, hypothetically, Obsidian should be able to lift an astounding 123,940,431,300 pounds. That is the weight of 402,850 blue whales. That is 9,105 times the weight of the Eiffel Tower. That is 415 times the weight of a continent. So not only would getting hit by Obsidian be like being under 48,771 actual rockets, but she could also just wipe you out of existence by dropping 415 continents on you. Safe to say, Obsidian was well worth the wait. Thank you all so much for watching. It was a lot of fun to analyze Obsidian. It was also pretty easy since she only showed up for like 3 minutes. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe for more. If you want to check out other videos, there will be 2 linked on screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.